We're back with mom Jeanette, who wants to get her overweight 7-year-old daughter back on track with her health after a recent diagnosis revealed she had high cholesterol. We're in luck here today because pediatric dietitian Beth Saltz has some solutions to help get your family healthy again, as well as the rest of us. Because look, everyone is trying to be healthier, right? As a family unit. And it can be really difficult. So we got some great tips today, do we not?
Right, we do. The first thing to know is in a situation like this and other parents in the same situation, we don't want to put a 7 and 8-year-old kid on a diet. So no really restrictive plans. We don't want to start this sort of dieting roller coaster. And we really want to make it kind of a whole family food makeover. So one juice pouch, I mean, they're everywhere in the elementary school and middle schools. So one of these has about 3 teaspoons of sugar in it. So kids are really only supposed to have about 4 teaspoons of added sugar in a day, right? So this is almost a whole day. So if she's drinking 6, that is actually 20 teaspoons of sugar. So it's 5 days worth.
That habit of having 6 in one sitting, that alone, changing that, can have huge, profound health consequences. So what could you do instead?
So water is definitely always going to be the best choice. But then when you are out or at a different situation and she does want something different than water, you want to heavily dilute it. So about 90% water and maybe 10% juice or lemonade or something like that.
All right, so making smarter choices when it comes to the beverages, because a lot of times kids are also, you know, they're drinking these just because they're thirsty. So I love that switch. But when it comes to things like snacking, and what's another tip for someone out there trying to make a switch where their kids are maybe not eating the best snacks, and in your daughter's case, loves the chips, right?
Yes.
Just loves
We need
chips.
to
And we
find a
all
good
do.
chip alternative.
I mean, you give me a bag of chips, it's hard to put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, chips have that like almost addictive quality.
Yep.
Crunchy and salty and fatty. And for most people, if it's you against the bag of chips, the chips are gonna win every time. So what I use with my own kids is these cute little bowls. I have them in all sizes. And then it's really just easy to portion it out for them, or they can actually do it on their own. I think it's great if she does it on her own. And then serve it with something else, like serve it with fruit or vegetable, carrots and hummus, a yogurt. You mentioned she likes yogurt, string cheese, so she has something else as well. The best foods have one ingredient, like an apple, a banana, one thing. So then for foods that come in a bag or a box, you wanna not focus so much on the numbers on the label because those are really confusing and hard to figure out. You're looking at serving size, but look at what is actually in the ingredient list. So you want all of the ingredients to be sold at the grocery store. That's the easiest tip I can give. The ingredients should be sold at the grocery store. If there's these long words and they sound more like they should be sold at an auto parts store rather than a grocery store, that is a really big red flag.
And I'm sitting here looking, you chose popcorn, which is a nice, great choice, a whole grain. And there are 4 ingredients here.
Right.
I recognize all of them.
Right.
Popcorn, sunflower oil, cane sugar, and sea salt. But just a little bit of cane sugar, just a little dab. I can spell those.
Right. That's a lot better. And then you can involve her in that as well. So, hey, do you think this is sold at the grocery store? So it can be like an investigation kind of thing.
All this talk of snacking, I need to get started. All right.
You're eating from the bag, Dr. Travis. That was exactly rule number 1. Let's give him a bowl.
Well, bigger, right?
He can have this one. He can have this one.